For a pretty long time, I would have called myself a minimalist. Now, in recent times, I don't think that's necessarily true anymore. However, today marks a day that maybe I am going into that direction a little bit more once more. And that is because I just finished, or Nicole and I just finished, bringing all of this stuff onto eBay, and then all of that stuff is on eBay as well. Now, these things pretty much all were collected over the last year or two, with houses being cleared out of my family, and also just simply stuff that accumulates over time and isn't necessarily stuff that I use on a regular basis. But the whole thing about being a minimalist is having things that you actually use, and of course also not store all too much. Now, I've talked about the topic of minimalism a little bit in recent videos where I said that I don't really know how much I can connect with minimalism because there are certain times when it makes absolute sense to own a little bit more of the things that might come in handy at some point. It's not really the best idea to just simply sell everything all the time and then you have to rebuy stuff. And I've actually heard proclaimed minimalists and very popular minimalists who have published videos on YouTube a lot say that sometimes they realize that it's not actually the smartest idea to sell just about anything just because you call yourself a minimalist and you have nothing or you have as little as possible, and then you just end up buying things or rebuying things every now and then. But all of these things here are basically just really old things. It's decoration stuff, it's old computers, it's Wi-Fi routers that are no longer in use, repeaters, cameras, and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes I like these things as decoration. Specifically, old cameras can look really pretty, but I don't intend on using them ever again. I want to slim down a little bit. So getting rid of these things and having someone else make them useful to them, I think that that's a really good idea. I always push it forward, push it away, because it's so much work to actually get these things online, put them on eBay, and then of course also ship everything out. But to be honest, one of the reasons why I did this today, the whole selling everything and trying to bring things to eBay, it actually has to do with the fact that we just have so many boxes and it's getting out of hand. Maybe I should show you how many boxes we currently have. So this is essentially our box storage. So there's just all the boxes of the things that just were recently received, and it goes on further down there as this is just basically full. And that makes one very good reason for selling stuff, to basically not have to throw those boxes out, but instead I can put something really nice and useful into them, and then someone else will find it useful and make it something that is worthwhile for them. So I think that is a really good idea, and also why I actually have to say I really like eBay and the ability to buy and sell used things, because of course that gives us an opportunity to not throw as much stuff away. Because for me it would not feel very good or very nice to just throw all of this into the trash and then it's just waste. And I don't like that, and so that's the reason why I put things on eBay. It's nice to get a couple bucks there, but it's not really worth it if you consider your hourly rate in terms of being a business person and considering those kind of things. And as an investment, it's a bad idea, and it would just be much smarter to produce a video or two in the time that is spent putting these things on eBay and then communicating with people, waiting until they actually buy the thing, and then of course also waiting until they actually pay for the thing, putting everything in boxes and then shipping everything out. It's not necessarily worth it, but to not throw things out, get a couple bucks, and of course also make someone else happy that can make use of those kind of things that I am now selling, all of those things considered and put together, I think it's a better idea to sell than to just throw to the trash. And with that, I think I'm going to leave you to this consideration and maybe think about yourself. What could you maybe sell? Maybe you have been pushing off the idea of putting things up for sale for a little longer as well, maybe it's time to just get that going and yeah, get it done. And with that said, I hope this was fun or interesting in some kind of way. Maybe it sparked a couple thoughts for you to also consider to sell some stuff. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Ciao, ciao.